red button. Full screen. Oh, I guess I forgot to click full screen. That was, oh, it's on. That was anticlimactic. It didn't do what it was supposed to do. Never mind. Hello, my name is Shantel from Shantel Is Probably Sorry. The time the reaction, rewatch starts will be in the description. I don't actually have many intro comments because there's going to be a long talk associated with this video. I mentioned this in my last video, but it's going to be a two-parter. This part will be the intro comments and the rewatch, and part 2 will be my outro comments, which they're probably just going to be a talk on the LGBTQ plus representation on this show. I know that I would often group together the talk on the LGBTQ representation and stereotypes, and those two topics would make a good merging point since they tend to overlap with each other in the case of what I'm going to say. However, I already know that it's going to be a long talk without incorporating a talk specifically about stereotypes and having nothing to do with the LGBTQ plus representation on this show. So I'll probably save the whole stereotype discussion that does not pertain to the representation talk in another video. And then part 2 will also have my bonus. These videos are in a playlist, but I'll drop a link in the description for the corresponding part. So like if you're watching part 1, the link for part 2 will be in the description and vice versa. And the reason I'm separating it into 2 parts is because practically majority of the videos that I post end up being blocked. Even though the nature of my discussions comply with fair use, they still get blocked. And for those who watch my channel know that the reaction part of it is only a small chunk usually. There are the intro comments sometimes, there are the outro comments if I have them, there's the bonuses. It's not just about the reaction. The good majority of the video is discussion. And so like every single video of mine that's been blocked, those discussions and bonuses and everything about those videos are no longer accessible to my audience. So just in case part 1 of this video, Orphan Black 208, gets blocked, at least the talk of representation will still be there. Okay, so this is Orphan Black Season 2, Episode 8, called Variable and Full of Perturbation. The only intro comment I wrote down was Leaky's comment about Rachel seeing the bigger picture. He's like, at one point I would have trusted her to see the bigger picture. And it reminded me of the flashbacks that we saw. And it kind of made me question their relationship a little bit. And by that, I just mean it's nothing serious. Just makes me question during what times were they at what stage. I know that doesn't make sense, but it makes sense in my head. And wondering what exactly changed between the Rachel we saw in the flashbacks for season 5 willing to kill a clone for the greater good or the bigger picture, and the Rachel we see now who still is like willing to do that stuff but is more tame about it, but not really that tame. Just different. Less cold about it. Still cold, but less. Because in the flashbacks, there was, like, no remorse and just nothing. Nothing. Hi, Tony. It's nice to see you again.
How are you doing? Huh? You alright for it?
I remember being so confused.
Give me that. We gotta switch cars.
I was like, who's this new voice?
Nice case, man. It's a freaking ambush. Oh, shit. Oh.
I remember being shook. I was like, who? Who? Excuse me? I was like, oh, wow.
Just forget it, man. You gotta go.
Oh, God. Sorry. Suicide images popped in my brain. I don't want to be here anymore. Wow. Time to go. I feel awkward.
Cosima.
Goodbye.
Johnny? It's a lot to take in, isn't it? Your wife's a clone. See? I use the C word too.
I use the C word
okay.
too.
We'll deal with it together, okay?
Sorry, that just speaks to what I always say about Allison.
What's that smell?
Yikes.
I'm drinking alcohol the day I get back from rehab? Are you insane?
I know all your little hiding spots.
You want that?
Mini bar in the tub labeled buttons.
Give me that. You're supposed to be supporting me.
I can only imagine what that scene must have been like to film. Wow.
Does that hurt you?
God.
Okay.
Harry Potter about to roll up, bro. Excuse me, Harry freaking Potter, not just Harry Potter.
You're Tony?
No, I'm Harry freaking Potter. Where's Beth? Thank you. Welcome.
Oh God. Oh God. Wow. Excuse me while I update my many clones are manyfold list. How did that like slip my brain? Wow. Didn't that happen in 206 too, where I almost forgot to write down that kiss between Helena and Jesse? I'm seriously slacking. The island of Dr. Moreau.
Your absence is inconvenient, and your silence is absent.
That's goals.
Aldous suffered a fatal heart attack on one of our jets.
In 210.
Around Fort Langley last night. Excuse me. I'm sorry.
In 210, I have something to say about the whole Rachel Leaky death situation. Because the original storyline for Rachel knowing about Leaky's death is different than what we see in season 5.
A line of communication is now open with Sarah. Delphine, we may have a breakthrough for Casino. Yes. For us all.
Manipulative bitch. Sorry. Why am I so rude to Rachel?
I didn't give you just one. I'm a few. No family too. Who am I?
Pretty gay, but
Pretty gay by the looks of this place.
go.
Do you think I could trust Rachel? Or you, Delphine?
We didn't bring Duncan all this way.
That's not
to
funny.
use
I'm
him.
sorry.
Please tell Rachel that we will consider.
I laughed because her face was like,
Okay.
okay. French leather! I'm kidding. I do think it's... Why does nobody trust Delphine?
Jeez, I thought you went home for the night. We were gonna play in the cafeteria, but
Never mind.
sorry. Fight breath and your lane force guardian takes 2 damage.
Okay, so at this point, Cosima digs up dirt on Delphine,
Special?
and we
Goodbye,
never
Force
hear of
Guardian.
that dirt again. Like, that dirt is gone.
Dead. I've got the city and driving room. And
So much fun. Oh, she's so cute. And happy and sick and dying. Wow, okay. Going to ruin the
Are
mood
you okay?
with threats of death. I was happy. We were all happy. Not anymore.
we need to talk.
Only Antoinette Sawicki. Yeah, and Samuel Dean, both convicted thieves. Seems Sammy got himself shot in the middle of the job.
Sorry for stopping like that. If you're both convicted thieves, and Tony is North American, why would he not have come up when they widened the... Nope. Yeah, when they widened the search to North America. Like, why would his fingerprints not pop up if he also has a criminal record? That doesn't make sense. And that just occurred to me just now.
She's a thief. What? A boy club.
From the Harlem batch then?
No.
No, it's definitely your batch. Can you just get yours as fast as you can, alright? Okay, great, thanks.
Are those... Whoa, okay. Are those caster clues? I mean, the first time I saw it, I didn't think anything of the fact that there may be boy clones, and then later this very season, they're like, oh shit, boy clones! I wonder if they did that on purpose. Probably. I'm sorry, this is just how I am. My dog is about to wreck my life. Babe, stay away from my feet. While it's paused, I might as well update this list then, huh?
What the hell's going on here, Felix? Depends, Tony. You're gonna tell me what best message is?
You know what? The first time I watched this episode, I was like so hyped for whatever Beth's message was, and then we actually hear Beth's message. I was like, well, what was the point exactly of that? I mean, yeah, it did bring us like one step closer into realizing that Paul is actually undercover. But I mean, I do actually have outro comments like about Delphine, about Tony, about Felix and Tony too. I love this scene so much. Ow my ow. Wow. Goodbye.
There's something important I want to tell you.
I'm fine. I'm great.
Is that why you didn't tell me that they were Kira's himself? You have to love all of us. And I love all of you.
Boy, does she ever.
Because if you betray us again, I have enough dirt on you to destroy your career.
What is this dirt?
And I love you too.
This is such an interesting circumstance for I love yous to be exchanged over. Because those are the first I love yous that we heard of them. And it's after such a big fight over something so important.
I thought I was doing something worse.
Whoa, shut.
Tony, this is Sarah. Your sister.
Casima sort of jumped me into the whole clone thing.
Sarah?
Yeah.
Check you out for a second.
Sure.
Jesus Christ. Look at us, we're hot.
Damn girl. No, it's our usual identity crisis. I did all that work a long time ago.
Why do I feel like...
Only one Tony and you're not me, sucker.
Never mind. I'm not gonna say it.
This is the new guy.
The new guy that never came back.
Let's cut the shit. Alright?
Why do I feel like Tony is the type of person that if you hypothetically ask him, would you have sex with a clone of yourself, he would say yes? That's a great question. Would you have sex with a clone of yourself? Oh God, that's what I was gonna say.
Tell Beth, keep the faith. Paul's like me. He's on it. He's a ghost.
The ghost. That's it.
Yeah, and he died.
It's like all of this for that.
Sorry.
Did that disappoint people? Because I heard that people don't like this episode.
I hope that you threw the weapon in the lake.
I put it back in your gun locker.
You used my gun? This message. And one with the soccer ball looks like a douche.
You're a functional alcoholic, which is not that bad.
I wonder why they didn't bring him back.
You
Is it because of negative response?
need to keep you away from all this. For now.
For now turned into forever. Okay?
Why, Sarah? Of all of us, how is it the unmonitored tramp was successful?
In her fertility. Huh. Rachel, she's a failure, not a success.
Plot twist.
You are all barren by design.
Which is unforgivable.
So intense. You know, I didn't expect until the first time I watched this episode that they were barren by design. I figured that it was some error in the cloning procedure or something, but nope. And then that whole speech that Rachel gave about irresponsibility, like you can't create a reproducing prototype because that would be irresponsible. That whole passage, I guess, or that whole section kind of took me by storm the first time I saw it, and it's always been something that has resonated with me.
Because this is how we're rolling. Can't fence this shit in.
Dork.
Alright, a Tennessee waterfall.
Nice one. You and your sister kiss her.
I'll just save it for my outro comments. It's okay. Not a big deal. I'll just wait. This is honestly one of my favorite scenes.
What are you doing? No.
No?
I'm honored. You guys, I'm honored.
Scott. It's me. I'm 324B21. Do you need me to beam you up, Scotty?
Goddamn,
It's an honor, Cassandra. An honor to be working with you.
don't make me cry. I will fight you. I'm not in the mood. She's always smiling. That's why I loved her character so much. And not that I don't love her character. It's just, that was my favorite thing about her.
No, I suppose not.
What a dork.
We're ready to work.
We're very
And then she's gonna...
optimistic. But indispensable.
This is like, this is upsetting. Like, why? That's really upsetting. I'm not, wow, okay. Okay, so that is it for part 1 of Orphan Black 208. If you'd like to see my thoughts on this episode as well as my thoughts on the LGBTQ+ representation in this show, then make sure to check out part 2, and also my bonus will be in part 2. So I guess I'm gonna go film that right now. Thank you for watching. Like the video if you liked it. You can check out my channel, my playlists, or my description to see what other shows I watch and what else I do, and subscribe if any of those things interest you. I hope you're having a wonderful existence, and I guess that brings me to bye.